Everyone, Jim here. We're almost done with 2020. I hope everyone had a great holiday, and I wish you a happy new year. It looks like we have a lot going on for the MMOs in this upcoming year, and not too long ago, a new one was announced. Let's get into it. Riot confirms it's making a League of Legends MMO. I don't know if you're going to actually be able to play the characters. You're probably not going to be able to, but I hope you can. I've been talking about this since Season 2 League of Legends. League of Legends developer Riot Games is working on a massive multiplayer online MMO RPG, a role-playing game. In the League universe, Riot's VP of Intellectual Property and Entertainment, Greg Street, tweeted on Thursday. Look at all these little badasses, right? I personally don't play League of Legends anymore. I played it from Season 1 all the way up until about Season 5. Then I kind of started to trickle down, and now I pretty much no longer play it. It's a game that was most influential in my life, I would say, because I played it for pretty hardcore for over 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. I don't remember. My recent job at Riot, this is Greg Street talking, has been to help develop the League universe, which we're going to need. My new job is to kick off a big, some might say massive, a big game that many of you Rioters have been asking us to create. If the deliberate use of the word massive, or in that quote, wasn't enough of a hint, in a reply to another Twitter user, Street confirmed the game is an MMO. I have news, my recent job, blah blah blah, we just read this. Oh shit. P.S. We're hiring. Tell me now, is it an MMO? Will I be able to pick my waifu's clothes and hairstyle? Question mark, exclamation point. Greg Street. Ghost Crawler. Verified. It's an MMO, guys. We're there. We're gonna go Teemo shroom up some stuff. AoE dot farming with slows. We're gonna be blinding people. I don't know how it's gonna work. Since it's in the universe, and we're probably not gonna be able to play as the characters. Those characters will be in their hometown, so Demacia, Piltover, I think that's like Caitlyn, Vi, and some other random people. I don't know all this stuff, alright? I don't know all the places. I know a few. So kind of like WoW's Orgrimmar or Stormwind, things along those lines. You will be able to have your character and actually see, or the characters inside of League of Legends, inside their hometown, doing whatever it is that they do. You just see Garen just chilling out in a bush, just waiting. Or he'd be like defending a castle from an onslaught. I don't know. You're going to see him spin to win, that's for sure. He's a warrior. The new MMO isn't entirely surprising, as Riot has been working to expand the League's universe into other games and mediums as of late. True. So they have a League of Legends themed card game, an auto battler, which is the auto chess games. And then their card game is Legends of Runeterra. So pretty much what Blizzard did with World of Warcraft and Hearthstone. And I guess you could also say The Witcher and Gwent. In 2001, the company plans to launch a mobile and console version of the main game, League of Legends Wild Rift. Wow, a mobile and a console version? And a spin-off single-player turn-based RPG? What? So like old school RPGs like Final Fantasy, where you're just like waiting and then like you take your turn and like your team takes their turn and then they take their turn? I hope so. For consoles and PC. An animated series, Arcane, that's the name of the series, is also scheduled for 2021. There are 2 League of Legends board games that further flesh out the lore. Riot appears to be following the same formula as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. In fact, the studio even partnered with Marvel for League comic books. That's pretty cool. Greg Street worked on World of Warcraft for nearly 6 years, according to his LinkedIn, so hopefully he can bring some of what he's made that game such a hit to his new League MMO. I'm ready. I've been wanting to play like so many MMOs lately, A few of my friends have been playing DDO, which is Dungeons and Dragons online. Nothing like the actual paper RPG. And I've been playing Entropia. I've been playing Final Fantasy XI. I've been playing WoW. I've been all over the place. I guess I've still been playing a little bit of RuneScape. This is something else. A bunch of my favorite characters are from this game. Leona. Let's actually go look at some of them. Look at that. We have it open. Champions. Aatrox, Ari, Alistar. A lot of the characters I play. We're going to go over a few. From Brand. Caitlyn, she's a hunter. She lays traps. She's got a headshot. Cho'Gath is a big old boy who gets really big. Corki. Here it is. So we have for Demacia, then we have Darius, the Hand of Noxus. So Demacia is one. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And there's Piltover, the Sheriff of Piltover. Garen is a protector dude. He's a warrior for Demacia. And Darius is kind of like his counterpart, his evil counterpart. And he's a part of Noxus. And his brother is Draven. And this is his league. They used to be called Blood Brothers. How can you be Blood Brothers if Draven can't bleed? He was broken when he had that bleed. Elise, a little Spider Queen lady. Fiddlesticks. Oh man, Fiddlesticks support. I love playing that. Here it is, Galio. This guy's the guardian of Demacia. Garen, the might of Demacia. Gnar, little baby Gnar boy. Let's look at Gnar. Where is Teemo? Teemo. 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 Oh, Leona. This was our first main. We're going to be looking at duties. We got the gates. Decane. As you can see, there's a lot of characters. This game has a lot of lore behind it. I don't know of it, but let's look at some of these characters. We got Alistar. This guy is a tank slash support. He's able to slam the ground to knock up opponents, and he's able to charge them down. Ashe, she's a marksman. The Frost Archer. She's probably, I'm guessing, gonna be up in like the mountainous region. I forget what that's called. She's another one. She'll shoot this she'll shoot a volley of arrows, right? That slow down the target. She's like an ice version of Sylvanas when it comes to these slows and stuff. And she has a big old global Ash arrow is what it's called, Ash arrow. It shoots this big old arrow that travels throughout the whole map and can hit a target still. It can stun up to like for 4 seconds. It's crazy. Brom is another support tank. You're able to like stand behind the shield and make it to where incoming damage will not hit your team and you'll take like reduced damage for blocking it. Brand. This guy is a fire mage. Burning Vengeance. He's able to combo off, get stuns, get damage over time, and then he's able to mass AoE and single target. He's got really good single target. Fiddlesticks is another support character. I heard that they reworked him. I don't know what he is now, but you used to be able to like get mass cooldown, fear the opponent, silence the whole team. It would have a ricochet effect. You would throw a crow that would just bounce off a bunch of different targets and it would silence them. And then he could like come out of nowhere with his ulti, just caw 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 and like do mass AoE damage. He would like teleport to a location with crows all around him doing damage. Gnar. So this cute little furball turns into a big old scary monster. He turns into this big old dinosaur. There he is. This is what he turns into. Death. Jaina. Jaina, the Storm's Fury. She's again another support. I've been playing supports forever, and this game is no different. Jaina is able to cast shields on people. She's able to speed up her teammates since she controls the wind. And she's also able to slow down the enemy team. Her ultimate, which is Monsoon, I think that's what it's called, Monsoon. It knocks back with a gust of wind the enemies around her and then heals up her teammates. Leona, the Radiant Dawn. Wow, 2011. I remember when she came out. And she became my main, and she was ridiculously good at playing support. So that's what I did. She has 2 different stuns and a snare. So you're able to like, even though they can still use abilities, they're not moving. And then she's able to buff her defenses. She is a tank. And here we go. Our boy Teemo, the Swift Scout. Teemo Anyone who auto attacks hates Teemo because he's able to blinding dart. Well, if you're auto attacking, you're not hitting anything or whatever time frame. He has these mushrooms that he can plant in the ground. If someone steps on it, it does AoE damage over time. So it applies a dot to anything in that area, even if they run out of its area. It's not a ground effect. You step on it, it explodes on everyone and applies the dot. And then other than that, his auto attack also applies poison. So you can poison from the mushroom, you can poison from an auto attack, you can be a poison to society because that's what people see Teemo. Teemo has a bunch of different skins. They're little cosmetic things. But there's one that everyone always thinks of him about. Teemo's a devil. Some people call him Satan. It's not like if you verse a Teemo, you're going to lose, but you're going to be super annoyed. Even if you win lane, win the game, you're not going to have a fun time versing this Teemo. And sometimes, even in the late game, Teemo can just carry a game. That's why they gave him Satan. So as we can see, League of Legends has a lot of different characters. They all have a backstory. They all play a role in a lot of other champions' lives. These two have backstory together. You see how this guy has a lantern? Thresh stole Lucian's either girlfriend or wife, something along those lines. Soul. That's what he carries around. He's the chain warden. Lucian does not like Thresh. They have bad history together. Aside from that, what I was talking about with Garen and Darius, Garen the might of Demacia, and Darius the hand of Noxus, something along those lines. Their characters are very similar, but they're on totally opposite ends of the spectrum. One is lawful good, the other one is chaotic. I don't want to say evil because I really don't know anything about them, so we're going to say chaotic X. Yeah, that kind of wraps up the Riot stuff that's happening. I was so happy to see that coming.